Hello, today we're going to be doing a Spica for the shoulder. So the Spica involves a tensor, and then I'm going to be using just ultralight to secure it. So basically, you're going to want to have the athlete adopt this position. Hold on. It does not let me flip my camera. Okay. This position, he's going to hold his hand on his hip in a sort of internal rotation of the shoulder, like a sassy girl, basically. And we are going to apply the tensor in that position. So here we go. So we're going to start on the posterior aspect of his upper arm. So when you're laying this down, just have him contract, get some tone in the biceps so it's not too tight, and he can still contract comfortably. So we go around once, dog ear it, and then now I'm going to go around his body. I'm going to come in for a hug, don't worry. Around, up, around. I'm sort of working my way higher and higher up his shoulder gradually to sort of give it that support. Sorry, this wrap is kind of cold. It was in my car. It's okay. So just keep doing it till you run out of the tensor. It's typically the name of the game here. I'm also noticing here I'm out of tensor, so I'm just going to loop it around his arm to secure. Grab my ultralight. Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. That's actually a better ending spot anyway. So again, just flex your bicep. Another thing you can now do is you can chase the wrap with the ultralight to help promote that internal rotation. We're trying to prevent it from basically the shoulder from going back, and this wrap will sort of resist that motion. So for this, I'm just going to show you. Try and compare your arms. Try and externally rotate both your arms.
I can't really.
You can't really with that one?
No.
What about the other one?
This one I can do just fine.
Okay, good. Then that means the wrap is doing what it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Also, can you lift over your head? Not really?
No, this is as far as I can get.
That's as far as you can get?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's not really functional. So for that, the solution would be to raise...
Well, I mean, I can get up to here.
Yeah? Is that high enough for you to play your sport?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. It is functional for the sport, so we're going to move on to return to play protocol. So first, I'm going to have him do some single axis fast movements. So basically, I'm just going to have him raise his arms above his head in... Next to his... No ball yet.
Ah!
You'll get the ball eventually. Like this. Yep. Next, we're going to move on to multi-planar motion. Start with a slow one. What position do you play? Pick a position.
Power forward.
Okay. What kind of movements does a power forward have to be able to do?
Jumping.
Jumping?
Rebounds.
Rebounds? Okay, so I want you to go up for a rebound. Not jumping, just the arm motion. Yeah, there you go. Do that 3 times, medium speed. Sorry. Okay, now we're going to move on. Do it fast. Do it 3 times. Yep. I know, kind of awkward. Next, we're going to move on to balance. So this one, just hop, actually jump with it, and see how your landing is. Jump. I know, it's kind of tough with the low ceiling.
Okay.
Now we're going to move on to some agility stuff. So we're going to be cutting, obviously, trying to move sideways around the net, hovering around the net. So I want you to just do some actually, you know what? Some agility for the arm. Touch my hand. As quick as you can. You're bad at this.
What?
Okay. Now we would introduce equipment. So you'd be in your ball shorts, your jersey. We'd go onto the court at this point, and I'd have you go through some jumps under the net, see how you feel. We're not going to do that down here because high ceiling. Now we introduce the ball. So what I want you to do is I want you to sort of do the motion for a layup. Because you're going to have, as a power forward, you're probably going to get the rebound and go up for a layup, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that feel? It's okay. How's that feel?
Yeah, it feels fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our next step is we would add an opponent. So I'm holding the camera, so I can't really do that. But typically we would have a teammate or a coach basically try and fight him under the net for a rebound and then try and score a point.
Yeah.
And then lastly, we would replicate the mechanism of injury. So for this case, the mechanism of injury is external rotation. So we would produce a situation in a game where his arm might be forced backwards, potentially blocking a shot, or if he's going up to get a ball, someone knocking his hand back. And we can't really do that here because low ceiling, lack of people. But that is essentially the return to play I would do for the athlete.